public hearing on the budget.
Mhm.
Okay, and in that process, how can it be amended? Can we change it? Once it's submitted to the council, can't be, can it?
Yeah. Once it goes to the council for their non-binding review, it's submitted through Gateway. You have your public hearing. You hear from the public. Then on your budget adoption, then if you want to make your changes on the budget adoption hearing date, then that's when you make your changes.
Okay.
Just like you did last year. Last year, we held we held your budget adoption, you adopted, then you changed it and you said, no, we wanted to do something else. So we had to, it was a big O, and then you changed.
Yeah,
you
well, I know
changed
Eleanor has adopted their budget, school has signed off on
things.
theirs, and clearly we're late.
That's why they have it. I'm not too worried about it. I know they'll meet it.
Well, I was when you said she was gonna be here tomorrow, and we hadn't done a thing, because she can't look over a budget that we haven't approved.
All that I was gonna do tomorrow was I bring my financials. I bring the expenditures, I bring the receipts, I tell her, hey, here's what the Form 2 is, which are these things, Form 1s, excuse me, and then she puts it all in there, and then she gets, I don't know, she does her thing. And when she does her thing, it fills in a lot of other forms.
Yeah.
But she don't do anything until after the budget is adopted, and then you guys sign the budget adoption, then I send it in. She don't do anything until after your adoption,
Yeah.
and that's in
Well, I know
October.
on the council, she sits there and the council doesn't decide whether it's to review it. They look at it, but they look over to her, she said, okay, well, that's as far as they go into it. They don't.
Yeah, I've not been to that one, and I plan on attending, and it is the 11th at 8:30.
They don't.
I went to the public hearing, but I didn't go to,
Yeah,
see
it's
this one.
strictly her show at that meeting. Okay, I'll pick up these whenever you're comfortable in getting them out.
so you pick them up as soon as I get
Get
them.
them distributed and what? Are you familiar with it by the next board meeting in September? Or shall we have a meeting prior to that?
It's up to you. Your meeting will be on the 22nd, and we'll just have to do the public meeting for the budget the week of the 29th. I'll call you and see when you want to do that.
This is the holiday weekend here. It almost have to be the 8th, if that would that help any? As opposed to waiting till,
As far as that goes, John, I can get you your packets. Just review it for a couple weeks, and if you guys have questions, you can call me or whatever, and I can tell you how I come up with that number, but then just discuss it on the 29th,
okay.
whenever you have your public hearing.
That'll
Just
work-
open it up to
that'll
your
work.
public hearing, and then you say before you're opening it up to the public, you're gonna discuss it, and you guys can discuss it amongst yourself, and, and then you make the changes in October.
Well, we've never done that very well, the whole budget process.
It's kind of been a pain since I've been here with programs
Yeah.
and now with the new program, but
And I think our money's getting so tight that if somebody doesn't start paying attention to it, it's gonna be chaos.
well, the excess spending, that's when this year, it's chaos.
No one thinks about it.
I mean, we just did the dog kennel and we've done other purchases and probably I think I figured it up about $8,000 extra this year, things that were not accounted for last year. And that's why I go to the police department, I go to the fire department, and I go to Doug and I say, anything new? What's your plans for next year? What do you need? What does the council need to know?
Yeah.
But those 6,000 or 8,000 that was spent this year, that wasn't figured in last year.
Where'd it come from?
Well,
It's all over?
I mean, you know, about 4,000 of it, you divided it amongst all three, and the rest of it came from general fund.
Yeah.
But the health insurance and the benefits and the park, and it's just killing us. I'll get you those as soon as I have them all in, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, get that out, and I don't know if I can get them to the members, and if that would help, but I'll have to talk to them about it. And we'll either set a meeting or wait
Okay.
for.
Okay, John. I'm glad that, you know, I'm glad that you want to be involved. But once this is completed, then it's those reports that I've been giving you every month, the appropriations. It's just a matter of then following those appropriations and following your fund report and making, you know, that's this, what I've been giving you.
Yeah.